Wait, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, and this is a RiseToWar Legacy. And I have to point out a little thing, just a real quick video on something that I've been saying they should do, and they just implemented something. It's almost there, it's not quite, but I must give kudos to the team because they did it. So when you go into your army selection, I was saying how this filter wasn't good enough, which again, but they just added, here's the but, they just added performance right here. So you can get performance or level. So what it does is it filters your highest level characters, which is very nice because those are the characters you're obviously going to be using is your highest levels. And I'm assuming performance would be people that are ready to go, how many troops, or energy. So we're going to test it real quick to make sure we know what performance means for this video. We are going to just real quick, I'm going to throw some guys with my Gimli. Actually, you know what? I'm going to steal them from this character because I don't want him to have that right now. And, excuse me, I want him to have some more fighters. I just want him to have tanks. So I'm just going to give him this, and I'm going to have him attack something for me here. I'm going to see how my Gimli can take. I want him to take a tooth. We're going to try this 230. All right. I know it's overwhelming, but do it anyway, Gimli. Go! All right, so we're going to see if his stamina is down. Now, if we look at the filter, let's see what we get here. Level, performance. All right, performance could also just mean how many troops already. All right, but so let's get our Thorin up here too. If I can find my Thorin again, he's down here. Yeah, it's got to do with troops too. Performance. So performance is probably level, troops, that kind of stuff. I'm hoping that if your character is drained of stamina, that they will also be at the low, be filtered in. But I would still love one of these that, show you could do like lowest to highest stamina. Maybe that's what they're going to do with performance here. We'll test it real quick. Let me throw some guys with this character here. I am running out of frontline people. There we go. That'll work. All right. And then we'll go ahead and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test it. We're going to send him at it, and then we're going to immediately recall him. All right. And then we're going to send him at it again. Waste some stamina here. And see that now I want to see the difference with the filter. Performance, it is still showing Gimli is higher. Okay, so I think what that means, well, actually that would be right because Gimli has more stamina. Or does it have to do with combat? All right, now we got to check something else. We got to bring back Gimli. One more check here. All right, yep, do it. Now I'm going to send Gimli back in. And now that they're the same, let's see. Performance. Okay, has nothing to do with stamina. It has to do with their combat effectiveness. So right now, Gimli is at a combat, even though they're both level 38, he's 54,000 army strength, and my Thorin's only 50 because Gimli has all tier 3 units and he only has tier 2 units there. So again, level would also bring up my Theoden there underneath, and that's why Theoden's not even in the running because he has the lowest combat army. So here's my guess. My level 31 Witch King, if I bring down his combat to being less than what Falcon has, will Falcon go over him? So here's what we check, okay? Now we go into perform. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so it has to do with the combat efficiency. So performance means their combat strength. That's why they got the little muscle thing. Okay. That's fine. I would say with this little drop down to the RiseToWar team that add maybe 2 or 3 other ones. These are good. Performance makes sense. Who's your strongest army ready to go? But what about ones that need replenishment? What about people that are heroes that are wounded? What about the different energy levels, right? There still could be a couple more in this dropdown. You don't need to do an absurd amount because you end up doing like 10 of them. That's going to get confusing, right? I think that a couple more that would be good to be filters on this new filter tab. I'm really happy to do this. This is what I was talking about. But I think they should also do one that's, wounded. And so you can bring your wounded straight to the top. Right? Does that make sense? So it'll bring so you can bring them home or refill them or whatever, or out of stamina. You know what I mean? Who has the most stamina? You know what I mean? You can flip that, and if you have characters that are low stamina, it'll bring everyone up to the top with the most stamina, depending on maybe performance or something. Right? It's just a stamina one. So wounded, stamina, replenish troops one, that kind of thing. Characters with gear on. Maybe characters without gear on, right? I don't know. That might be a little excessive, the last two. A little too much. But again, that's what I'm very happy they did this. I'm very happy to hear that they're listening to us as players. And good for them. Good for them. I'm very happy about that. So, very excellent in that area. I also wanted to point another thing that I liked. Since the last 2 videos I did on this kind of subject of Rise to War were kind of like critiques, I want to point out a couple more things that I like they've done. There's a little thing right here now. Instead of your little quest thing, little quest scroll, it's a little book now, and it looks like this. And I really like the layout much better. This is the ones that help you follow along and do your quests. Now basically you click these, and it immediately takes you to where you need to go, like before. But when you click completed, when they're completed, they just disappear. They don't stay there like stamped. I like that. I feel like it's cleaner. And this is where you do your daily, either if you have the season pass, which is the bottom one, or your basic one that you earn just by playing the game as free to play. I'm glad that it's not up here anymore. That's really nice. I think that's a really nice change. I like it. That's just in that little book. Really nice. Again, one more. I will say the big critique that I still would like changed is the fact that you have to click on Kingdom or Fellowship button every time and then go to the help and click the little help above the help, or go in here and click, help your fellowship. I really think whenever it pops up, the help button, I don't necessarily know if the help button needs to be outside of Fellowship, but I think that they should have a little button that pops up above Kingdom or Fellowship with your little like click, and it like just like you would when you go inside, right? And you click the little like there's like a fist to help your teammates, or you have to click help and actually go in and click help whoever needs the request to help them do structures faster, right? It's a little Fellowship bonus thing. I really think that button should just appear right above Kingdoms, or appear over here, out of the way. You know what I mean? If they want to do that, it would make kind of sense to just put that little help button right here. And if someone misses it, then they need to go in and click help, right? But having to go into Kingdom or Fellowship every single time that pops up and click help, like over and over, when it gets a little frustrating early in the game. So I would highly recommend that they do that change. I really think they should. So they could call it the Zollin change. But anyway, oh, look at that. I took that 230 tile with no problem whatsoever. Look at that. All right, yeah, I did 200,000 damage to alerts. All right, and Gimli finished that one off. And how did Gimli do? Wow, oh, it was trolls. That's no wonder Gimli did so well. He did 209,000 damage. Good job, Gimli. He likes killing trolls. This is his favorite. All right, you guys, you have a wonderful day in Middle Earth. Thanks for watching. Quick little good job to the Rise to War team, and the one thing I still think they should fix, and a little critique on what I think they should add more to this little drop-downs organizer. I think there should be a couple more options. So, anyway, have a great day in Middle Earth. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for my Patreon. Subscribe buttons there if I earned it. Next episode for Rise to War and Lotro stuff over there with voiceovers. Lots of Lord of the Rings content on this channel. See you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings.